Yeah, I think one thing is the attitudes towards AI are really different around the
Oh,
world.
okay.
If you look at public opinion polling, you'll see like in Europe and the United States, there's a lot of anxiety around AI's use in the economy and how it's going to affect jobs. And that makes total sense. People are thinking about this new innovation. They've seen the internet, they've seen social media, they've seen enterprise software, they've seen it change a lot of work. And they're saying, what's going to be the impact of this thing now that's coming at us? In Asia, in particular, and a lot of emerging markets within Asia, a lot more optimism about AI, a lot more excitement. And
Interesting.
I think it's because there's this sense, particularly from a very young population, like let's say in a place like Indonesia, where we sit today, that sees the world kind of up for grabs. They see this potential for countries to leapfrog and move forward, and that includes
Right.
themselves and their career. So I feel like that's one big difference across sort of different markets that I've been able to travel to, and I've traveled to a lot of them in this job.
Yeah.
A lot of optimism among younger folks, in particular in Asia, compared to other parts of the world. And I think that just reflects demographics and local economic conditions
Mhm.
and just the changing geopolitical context that really makes people think about their role in the world differently. That's the biggest thing I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, AI is, if you think about it, it's like if you're a developing country, it's like, okay, do I follow this like well trodden path into like like rising digital middle class, and then you keep going up and up versus like AI is kind of like a black swan event. It's like,
Yes.
oh, wait a second. We can like rewrite a lot of the rule book of what we knew about how develop like how economies develop.
And this is, you'll know this from all your work with entrepreneurs. This is like growth hacking of a different kind,
Yeah,
right? Right?
exactly.
Like
You're like,
inside, yeah. Now it's like not just necessarily getting you more users, but actually growing your economy in a different way.
yeah.
And I do see that. I feel like in a lot of countries that are on their way up in the emerging markets, they're saying, oh, well, we don't have to necessarily do things the old fashioned way. AI is going to be a force multiplier.
Right.
And that's really exciting. And
Yeah.
I think it's up to the countries, their policies, their business leaders to make that a reality. And it's up to organizations like ours to provide people with the tools and the access and let them go with it. So, but I think that is a key why people are more optimistic.